Welcome, my friends. Today, what's on the menu has been very, very fortunate to be on Mishawam Road at Dave & Buster's. And I have with me the manager of the whole facility. But of course, we're here to talk about the food.
Welcome.
So, Stephen, thanks for letting us come in.
Good seeing you.
Nice. So, we'll get right to the food and see what we can discover about Dave & Buster's cuisine.
Great.
How would that be? Okay, so now, give us a little background. It's a big corporation now.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different from some of the places we go to, or just local mom and pop restaurants. So how does a corporation deal with their food and the menus and that kind of stuff? When you're training the people that come in here, and I'm sure if I go to Dave & Buster's in Providence, is the menu going to be the same?
It's going to be the same.
Be the same, okay. So now we're going to talk about how good that menu is.
Well, the most interesting part, you said the other establishments you've been are a little more local.
Yeah.
Dave & Buster's started very local, not in the Boston area, but it started in Little Rock, Arkansas, way before Dave & Buster's even existed. Dave & Buster knew each other. They owned two businesses, one across the street from another in Little Rock, Arkansas. And Buster, since we're discussing our cuisine today, owned an eclectic restaurant called Buster's.
Right.
And they had Tiffany lamps and the best food in the area.
Really?
And that concept blossomed to Dave & Buster's, where you've got everything all under one roof. So the food has certainly evolved from Buster's restaurant to what we do now at Dave & Buster's. But I think the most important thing that we're trying to focus on with our food is having fun with our food. So a lot of our food is very different than what you'll see at different restaurant concepts around the area. We've got a great new legendary burger lineup that features some of that fun.
Yeah, and I'm going to eat one of them burgers too.
You can
now,
have a few burgers.
I want to just backtrack just a little bit because I don't want people to get confused. I just want to give me a little bit about what you eat, come in, play, watch. Okay, so we can.
So
come
our
in,
tagline.
Play. Yeah, the tagline
is eat, drink, play, and we've added watch sports.
So I understand play and eat. What is the watch part? How does that work?
Well, we've got a brand new venue at this location, and it is our sports lounge. It's D&B Sports. We've got three 193-inch projection screens, and it features all the latest sports entertainment. There are another 10 80-inch flat screens mounted around there. Our bars feature 80-inch flat screen TVs, better than stadium seating, epic sound. So when you come here to enjoy our food, you're also going to get a great seat to watch any of our sports that are going on in the Boston area. And especially, we're approaching some football, and we're looking forward to that season as well.
Now, I know that I understand. Now, thank you for that, because I didn't understand that myself. But I want to make sure that people say, "Watch, what are you watching?"
Yeah, we're watching sports,
am I
not watching. Yeah.
Am I going to watch you play a game? Or am I going to watch you eat? This is a separate entity all by itself. All right, so now I know the purveyors are here all morning long to bring in the food that's ordered by the chef for the next day, all that stuff. And we can't go through all that stuff, but I mean, in every restaurant today, people eat with their eyes.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. And so you get presentation. We'll talk a little bit about that when the food comes, because I'm sure it'll be perfect looking. Now, how about the staff of an operation like this would have to be, they're all trained in certain areas, gluten, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, training is extremely important in Dave & Buster's in our kitchen operations. We have, first and foremost, our kitchen manager who takes the lead on the training of the team. As we went through the opening, we actually had kitchen trainers from all over the country, most of which on the East Coast. but they came in to open the store. And after we trained our brand new team, we also then did some training of some new trainers. So we have, actually what's interesting about Dave & Buster's and the kitchen is something called the Hat Progression Program. So all of our cooks start with a blue hat. And as they learn another station, they take a computer-based test on it, on the recipes, on the presentation, this test gets them the advancement to the next color hat. Right. So if you look at Dave & Buster's kitchen, you can tell exactly where someone is in the training process by the color of their hat. And those kitchen team members who earn a new color hat are also responsible for training those in those blue hats on their station. So we're always continuing the advancement. Our kitchen manager himself actually started as a line cook in our kitchen and grew throughout the kitchen training program, opened our Times Square location, and he was promoted to a kitchen manager position shortly thereafter. So it's a great development position in our building.
When do we open? We only open like in May, maybe April?
Yeah, we just opened in May.
And then there's a few weeks there when things are really rattling around. You must have had a headache there for a couple of days at least.
It's been a crazy busy summer. The community of Woburn and the surrounding areas have come to enjoy that eat, drink, play, watch. Yeah. A lot of people have tried our menu items and have had enjoyed and come back again. So it's been a really busy summer.
When you talk about the menu, I mean, it's pretty eclectic menu.
It is.
We're talking about strawberry ice cubes.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
so besides our food, I mean, we have
all
great drink recipes, right? Yeah, and they're different. It's something a little bit different here at Dave & Buster's, and we incorporate some of the same fun that we talked about with our food and our drinks. Yep. So yeah, we're looking at our strawberry watermelon margarita, perfect for the end of the summer. Yeah. And we feature our strawberry ice cubes.
And one of the most important parts of any meal is the end of it. And we get a little dessert on the back.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I saw all the nice looking pictures anyway, huh?
You can't forget your dessert.
No.
We've got a great Banana Foster's pie that's been around since I've been around the company anyway. It's an amazing dessert. The brand new item is our Brookie Sundae Tower. If you see the picture, it is just ice cream layered on this infusion of a chocolate chip cookie and a warm brownie layered on ice cream in that same brownie chocolate chip cookie infusion with chocolate caramel sauce, whipped cream.
Bring it on!
Yeah, that thing is like a tower of fun. Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't enjoy it, but I've tried it a couple times here or there.
Yeah, you are. You better be careful.
I may have enjoyed it.
You become addicted to that. It won't be a good save.
It hurts, but it's delicious.
So how many employees are in the kitchen? It's a busy place in there. It must be busy.
Oh my gosh.
Always, huh?
Absolutely. You know, we have about 30 line cooks. Of course, they don't work all the same shift, but
that's right.
you know, between our preparation department, our line itself, we can't forget the folks that make the kitchen happen, our support team, the dishwashers, our laundry personnel, and we also have something a little bit different, which is a banquet chef. So we do private functions, and
like in this room,
we're in the boardroom right now,
yeah.
And we do buffets. Off the menu, of course, but our banquet chefs focus on a chef-crafted menu, and it's actually different than what's on our menu here. Mm-hmm. Do we have some of the same items? Certainly. If you want to get a great pretzel dog that you've enjoyed as an appetizer in our restaurant, like Eat at Buster's, you can get that as a banquet, but we also have some great buffets like the Olé buffet, where we feature fajita chicken and steak, great warm tortillas, Spanish rice, black beans, corn, and we've got this great buffet that is nowhere near our menu and still is fantastic and fun. We also have a great barbecue buffet you can enjoy. We do a spin on an Italian concept. So our banquet food's a little bit different than our menu, and we do anything from your sweet 16s or Jimmy's 5th birthday party. We also do corporate functions, so we'll have morning meetings with breakfast where we've got omelet stations or you name it. We can make it.
You can do it.
It's different. So that's what's unique, I think, about our food as well, is that we've got this great menu, but if you want to have an event here, you can have something a little bit different than you would get when you walk into our dining facilities.
Yeah, it sounds great. Sounds like you're pretty well organized. Now, I think for people, everybody in the city of Woburn knows what Dave & Buster's is, because I mean, they've been talking about it since like a year before you came,
Sure.
because they have to get all these permits and
Sure.
stuff, Dave & Buster's. And then as the facility was being built, from, you know, you ride on 128 and say, whoa, what are they doing over there? There wasn't particularly a big sign at that time
Right.
on the building. So now I would say that most people know we're on Mishawam Road and the big sign, parking lot, and all the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if this show gets out into the suburbs, then I would suggest to people, if they want to come over to Dave & Buster's in Woburn rather than drive to Providence, that's be the
Sure.
next closest store, would be to get off at Washington Street. I don't know you know the numbers of the
Yeah.
we call it Washington Street, and you can get here very easily by coming down by the Woburn Mall. And it's
Take 95 to exit 36 past the Woburn Mall.
Yeah,
Yeah, on the left-hand side.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. That's right. So that part of it's pretty easy. Now, as far as you have a takeout situation, right? You can call up and get
That's right.
and order whatever you want. I'm sure the menu must be on the website, so I could go to the website, get the menu,
Yes.
pick off a couple of sandwiches and a banana, whatever that thing was. Sounds like
The Brookie Tower. Yeah.
The Brookie Tower.
You
So that would
can
be
get
good.
our menu, actually, if you want to stop in the Dave & Buster's. You can grab our to-go menu, or you can go to www.daveandbusters.com, and you'll find a variety of options from locations to, like you said, our to-go menu, so you can take a look at that. There's also a link for that events, the different events you can plan. But yeah, you can grab your to-go menu there online, and you just give us a call at 781-496-4900.
4900. How do you get these phone numbers? All these people have these
know.
good phone numbers.
That's above my pay grade. I'm not sure.
4900.
Yeah.
All right. What are the hours of operation? How are you working it 7 days a week?
7 days a week.
365?
365. We're open every day.
Every day.
Unless the snow happens to
Yeah,
shut
right.
us down.
Yeah. We're never going to have another winter like
Never,
that.
hopefully never another winter like
No,
last year. But we open at 11 a.m. Every day of the week, and Sunday through Thursday. We close at 12, and on the weekends we actually close at 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
So this is only for my own personal invitation.
Okay.
So if I come in at 12:30 and order a hamburger, no problem. You know, I mean, you're closing at 1. I mean, what are you going to...
On
like
Friday
last
and Saturday?
call, yeah, like last call going to
on
be
Friday
a few
and
minutes
Saturday,
before.
last call for food is a half an hour before we close both nights.
Okay, 12.
So 30 minutes before we
right.
close, we do last call for food, and that's when the kitchen closes.
Okay, so that way I got to make sure I want to get over here by midnight.
Yeah.
So because some nights I stay up a little late.
And you need
So
a
say,
little,
get
little midnight snack.
Yeah, say, let's
Yeah.
run out. Where are we going to get a hamburger?
Well,
I know
order
where to
it
get
to
it.
go if you don't want to come out at midnight. Put it in the fridge, and then you can take that banana Foster with you, and bam, when you get hungry at midnight, it's right in your fridge, ready to go for you.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we try one of these hamburgers?
I think that's a great idea. Let's take a look at that lineup.
Thanks. Steve invited some young men from the kitchen to show us 4 different burgers on Dave & Buster's lineup. The Maker's Mark barbecue burger is a half-pound burger grilled and smothered in Maker's Mark bourbon sauce. It is then topped with American cheese, smoky ancho pulled pork, and caramelized onions. It is served on a toasted brioche bun with seasoned French fries. The Hearty Burger is 2 seasoned burger patties topped with pickled diced jalapenos, grilled fresh jalapeno and poblano peppers, spicy queso, applewood smoked bacon, manchego and cheddar cheeses, and sriracha mayo. It is served on a toasted brioche bun with seasoned French fries. The South Philly Burger is a half-pound burger, seared and seasoned. It's loaded with thin sliced steak imported directly from South Philadelphia and grilled to perfection, topped with peppers, onions, mushrooms, and melted white American cheese on a toasted brioche bun, and is served with over a half a pound of seasoned fries. The Buffalo Wing Burger is a half-pound burger topped with crispy chicken tenders, tossed in our buffalo wing sauce, blue cheese, frazzled onion strings, and celery. It is served with potato tots. Now, we just had an opportunity for some of the boys come in the kitchen, come in here, and I asked them if they would describe what they do for a living, and you can see what right here. I mean, this is presentation at its highest now. You have to go for that, because look, we got a little basket that represents the fried food, right? And there's enough French fries to feed a lot of people. So everybody, I mean, we always discuss this every time we have a program. People eat with their eyes, it's presentation. And one of the things we wanted to talk about that we forgot earlier in the program was when you come to Dave & Buster's, you're going to get good food. But you also have to inform the wait person about any allergies or stuff like that, because that's very important in this business today.
Allergies in our industry as a whole have, really become very apparent. That we need to do something as companies to make sure that we are not only presenting well, but safely feeding our guests. So at Dave & Buster's, we take allergies very seriously. Every manager is put through the National Restaurant Association Allergy Awareness course. Then as a company, that's something that's nationally recognized.
Right.
As a company, we have our own allergy awareness programs. So Dave & Buster's has a great computer-based learning that goes on for anything from alcohol awareness to every test that a cook will take on how to prepare the food, to allergy training. And every manager and employee goes through allergy awareness training. Our quality assurance department also has a separate allergy menu. It discusses cross-contamination, and it's very difficult in these kitchens to not. But we make sure that the guest is aware of what the risks are in cross-contamination, what the ingredients are in our items, and what we feel would be the safest option for that guest. It's also prepared in our computer system. We have an alert that goes on there, so the kitchen knows, hey, we've got an allergy. So things are then, immediately. Gloves are off, washed, changed. That employee is in a separate either skillet. We actually don't recommend a lot of our fried items because we don't have a separate fryer, and we want to be open and honest about that. So there's some items that we won't recommend, but anything we can prepare separately, we'll let the guests know, and we do. And then that item is then covered actually, so it's on in our heat window, waiting for the rest of the food, covered, and then a manager personally delivers every allergy that walks out of that kitchen.
Well, I mean, we can't do it any better.
Seriously.
I don't think we can do it any better. All right, I'm going to take a whack at this sandwich right here.
Oh, then I'm going to indulge in this Maker's Mark burger then. Oh boy, I've got a couple pickles. Good luck.
I don't know. I'm going to try this way. The old-fashioned way.
Just go ahead and go for it. Well.
Very good. The hamburger is perfect.
All right, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
This is my favorite, the Maker's Mark. The smoky pulled pork is amazing.
That's an interesting. That's all of the ingredients are right there for your taste buds. That's for sure.
It's very interesting when you take burgers and combine it with something else.
Right.
Your burger I was a little intimidated by.
Yep.
I said we're going to take buffalo chicken on a half-pound burger.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting right there.
And then I had it and I was like, okay, now I get it. Now I know why we're sticking buffalo chicken on a half-pound burger. It's amazing. And the blue cheese crumbles, gives it that really fine taste. This was one of our originals when we first said, hey, we're going to do something different with a burger. And we took our Philly cheesesteak with peppers, onions, and mushrooms, loaded it up real nice, and threw that on top of the burger. And when we talked about fun with our food, this is fun. It's not just
yeah,
something
that's right.
you know ordinary you're going to get. It's different.
That's
It's
right.
fun.
It's altogether different.
It's fun for your mouth to enjoy. I mean, it's enjoyable. Yeah, it's great.
It's not everywhere you can go to get a sandwich served in a frying pan. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, the skillet it really creates a great presentation.
Yep.
Yeah, big fan.
All right. So we have a little review now of where we're located. The website. What was that? The website has everything on it. It has all the information. I'm sure Dave and Buster look at the website and say, we got to change this, or move things around, or right on top of all that
We have
stuff.
web developers that work on our website and add the latest promotions. One great promotion we have is our Enplay Combo. So, you know, I'm not sure if any of our legendary burgers are featured right now on that menu. I don't believe it is. But for $16.99, you can pick one of 8 select entrees, and you're getting a great entree, full-size portion, and you're getting a $10 game card, which gives you 48 chips, which is kind of how we play games in our midway. We don't carry around quarters or coins.
Yeah.
We've got this card. You insert it, and you play. So you get a power card with that. You can choose to go get a $20 card as well. Price goes up, of course, but you're getting more value. But the Eat and Play Combo is very popular. You know, folks come in, like we said, to eat, drink, play, and watch.
Right.
So they can certainly do both. You know, with one price, which is great value for the guest.
Is playing the games, is that a competitive game, or is it just a relaxation type of game? I mean, am I going to go over there and play a game? We're going to play a game. I got to score. I'm going to beat you and that kind of stuff.
There aren't many games that I think you would sit and relax at. Possibly a PGA Tour. If you get a nice cold bud and you're playing your PGA Tour, I guess you can relax there. But no, everything else I think is very competitive. You know, this day and age, everybody's sitting at home, and you know, especially the younger generation is, you know, playing on their Xbox or their PlayStation. And the great part is here, you know, you can bring your entire family, you can bring your buddies, you can bring your bachelorette party, and you can all go head to head. A lot of our games are, you know, lined up, so you have, you know, 4 games that you can compete against each other.
That's right, yeah.
Or of course you can take turns and, you know, but we've got anything from, you know, you can race NASCAR together. We've got a whole carnival section now where you can play Down the Clown, milk jug toss, and you can play head-to-head against each other. Yeah, skee ball. There's a lot of classics out there now that, you know, are a ton of fun to play.
Well, it sounds pretty interesting. Dave and Buster's is located on Mishwan Road in Woburn, which is a main road off of Route 38 in probably what I call the middle of Woburn. So Woburneites know where Mishwan Road is. Yeah. But if you're coming from another area on the North Shore or the South Shore, you want to get off at, forget the number, what did you say, 35?
36 off of 95.
36
so yeah, we're convenient off of 95, you know, so via 93 or 95.
Yep. So 93 would be Washington Street in East Woburn. And then if you're coming from the north, you get off, go over the highway, go down by the Woburn Mall, can't miss it. And if you're coming the other way, get off the same exit, and you go past them all, and here we are.
Here we are.
Having a nice hamburger and a cold beer when you drive in the parking lot.
Absolutely.
Plenty of parking, not a problem.
No, there's plenty of parking, both above ground and underground.
And underground.
Which many people don't know. You go around and down and under.
I thought, just a misconception, I'm glad you said that, because I thought maybe employees parked under.
Well, we do encourage employees to
park over there.
Park underground, so that we leave the top for all the guests parking. Yeah, right. But there's a ton of overflow parking underneath. So if there isn't parking up here, we also, the bank has been gracious enough. We have hours across there. So in the evening, during the week, you can park in the bank's parking lot after 5 o'clock. But that's after 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And Saturday afternoon and Sunday, anytime.
Anytime.
So we've got tons of parking.
All right. I'm happy. I'm a very happy person. Stephen, thank you very much. Listen, it's always a pleasure. We met earlier in the fall.
We sure did.
You have put up a good fight for the summer. You get everything pretty well organized here. I think what's on the menu is very happy. about the food, the presentation, the whole deal.
Well, we're happy to have you. Thanks for
Thank you
coming.
very much.